The state of DC gaming has actually never been worse. It is in the absolute mud. I'm talking about the trenches, the gulag. So James Gunn's brand new Superman movie just released to theaters, and to help promote this movie, Xbox made a post about the DC game sale. Okay, hey, makes total sense. Marketing 101. Of course they're gonna promote their DC games while Superman is... Brother. What the hell is this? Where are all the games, bro? Is this it? Oh yeah, dog, I'm not gonna lie. This right here, ass. This is seriously what we got. All we have to promote Superman, a 10-year-old franchise that they're still riding the success of. Games that don't feature Superman at all, by the way. Like, they mentioned him maybe once.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe the Knight will have us hit Metropolis next time. Ha! No way, man. You think the Bat's tough to kill? You don't want to go up against the other guy in the cape.
Bro, wrap it up. It's getting sad at this point. This trash-ass game where you play as the sidekicks of Batman again, still not connected to Superman in any way. Like, at least the Arkham games are actually good games. I couldn't even get through half of this one, bro. This game is hot cross buns. Do y'all remember the grapple hook in Arkham Knight? That shit used to send you to the moon, bro. You hop on a motorcycle in Gotham Knights, you're barely going faster than the cars, bro. How? And then there's this game. Ironically, the only game here that Superman is actually in. For most of. Wow, guys, what a lineup. For promoting a Superman movie, we got 2 Batman games and a game where you kill Superman. What the hell does DC even got going on, bro? Is this not the most perfect time for a Superman game to come out? You're telling me he's one of the big 3, one of the most popular heroes in all of DC Comics, and the only current game that I could play as him in is Fortnite. And what's even crazier, he's ass there too. It's just so pitiful, bro. We really don't have shit. And it's crazy because I wanted to say DC used to be the goats of this, but I realized that's a damn lie. That is straight revisionist history, bro, because when I look back, they were never really in the field like that. I mean, don't get me wrong. They had a few heaters throughout the years. The Batman Arkham franchise, the Injustice series. Damn, that's it? Wait, it's low-key worse than I thought. It's really just these 2 game series and the Lego games, bro. Bro, how are they even using this game as part of this promotion? They already announced they're shutting this shit down. You can't even play it for that much longer. This is absolutely insane, bro. Matter of fact, when I look back, Marvel's the one that's always been putting out straight heat. I mean, this has always been the case, even early on. Look, I'm not saying Marvel has no stinkers, but I'd be absolutely fibbing if I said they aren't going kind of hard right now. I mean, dog, just within the last few years, we've gotten Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man PS4, Miles Morales and Spider-Man 2 for PS5, Marvel's Midnight Suns, Marvel Rivals, one of my favorite online games to play right now, Wolverine game on the way, a Blade game on the way, Iron Man game on the way, Marvel Fighting game on the way, Captain America and Black Panther World War II game coming. Are we dead ass? They're putting belt to ass, ass to belt. And I like that it's actually a bunch of different characters from Marvel getting shown love. If it were the same people that make the DC games, they would have just been making Spider-Man games for the past 10 years and that's it. All these characters, all these movies, all these comics and TV shows, and not a damn game to show for it. What do you guys at Warner Brothers actually even do, bro? Warner Brothers is actually low-key funny as hell, man. They take the if it ain't broke, don't fix it philosophy just a little too serious. They're sitting on an endless pile of characters, which is really a goldmine pile of potential opportunity, and even still, if it ain't a Batman game, they not trying to make it. They don't give a damn. I mean, hell, even if it is a Batman game, they still might not be trying to make it. Like, real shit, like, answer me this, like, genuinely, answer me this one time. Why on earth have they not just made a Batman Beyond game already, bro? Like, only a completely out-of-touch bot would go, let's take Arkham Batman, our most famous character and one of the most beloved iterations of Batman, period. And even though we said Arkham Knight was his last game, let's bring him back. But not for an Arkham reboot, though. No, not for another Arkham game. Not for the Batman Beyond game that everyone was asking for, which would fit perfectly into this story. Let's use his name to promote the Suicide Squad game, then kill his ass in it. Like, were y'all genuinely smoking crack? Yeah, I know apparently it's now confirmed that all the Justice League was clones in that game. I don't want to hear it. Shut that shit up. They literally just made the story up along as they were going, bro. How are they gonna take the one Batman that's had 4 games over like 10 years with no other Justice League characters and then just throw him in this game talking about, yeah, after he faked his death in Arkham Knight, the Justice League just found him. And they talked to him about, shut your They used my man like a whore, then gunned him down in broad daylight. All they had to do was make Batman Beyond, bro. Like, they're really doing anything to not just make a Batman Beyond game. You're telling me that wouldn't fit perfectly for the already existing Arkham Knight story? You got old man Bruce Wayne. He's a retired Batman. He's used the fear toxin. He's done all that shit. You got Terry picking up the mantle as Batman now. The gameplay could be stupid magnupid. If y'all don't know about the Batman Beyond suit, look that shit up. The suit can like see through walls. It can fly with jet boots. The suit gives the wearer super strength. Like, I'm telling you, that combat, that gameplay, even the traversal, bro. The traversal by itself with the flying around with the gliding cape. Oh my God. That has the potential to be the best Arkham game ever made, period, bro. And that's their golden goose too. Other DC characters, they get done way worse, bro. They announced a brand new game for Wonder Woman in 2021. Since then, we had no trailers, no information, nothing really about the game. All we know is that it was a third-person action game set in her home place called Themyscira. She was gonna fight like some mystical-ass monsters as well as iconic DC villains. The game cost over $100 million, but we still didn't get any news or trailers about it. And this was coming from people that made the Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor games. The only two games in existence to get the crazy Nemesis system mechanic. This was gonna be the third game ever in history to have the Nemesis system mechanic, and they canceled the shit, bro. But not only did they cancel the game, they shut down the entire studio making the game. A studio that has made successful games in the past. Good shit, Warner Brothers, let's go! And that's just the game that was already being made. We haven't even gotten to the concepts, bro. At some point, they were considering making a John Constantine game, bro. If you don't know who that is, imagine Doctor Strange, but like way more occult type shit. Imagine a game using his powers and... Warner Bros. Montreal apparently were the ones that pitched the idea for this game. Reportedly, the higher-ups actually liked the idea of this game. But once it came time to start talking about budgets and shit, it was a wrap, bro. You already know how that goes. Apparently, the budget and timeline approvals weren't in line with what they wanted to do. So this led to that game getting scrapped before it even got a chance, bro. But the vice president of Warner Bros. Montreal saw that the Flash and the Joker both had movies coming out. So he suggested, all right, let's make a Flash or a Joker game. See, that's the type of thing. It's that simple, really. That's all you gotta do. And believe it or not, they actually went with the Flash idea. So many people have been begging for a Flash game, and so many people have argued that it's not possible because of his powers. This shit was already being developed. They literally had a concept that they were working on for how the speed would actually work in the game. You want to know why you haven't heard anything about this game? The damn Flash movie, bro. After Ezra Miller's Flash movie bombed in the theaters, they were afraid because the movie failed in theaters that the game wouldn't do well either. Look, I'm not gonna lie, I'll be completely real. This movie was absolute buns. But people have been asking for a Flash game. Why does that have to be connected? Warner Brothers can't make a good decision to save their lives, dog. I have never seen anything like it. Any three of those games had so much potential. A Flash game? Come on, bruh. But in reality, there's so many DC heroes that could get a game. Biggest problem I feel like we have is we get way too caught up in graphical fidelity and shit like that. Even with Superman's powers, you can totally make a video game for him. Okay, maybe you gotta get a bit creative for the story and the enemies to work. Oh no. You gotta get a bit creative for the video game to work. That's... Damn. I take it back. Now we know why they haven't made the shit. It doesn't have to be photorealistic, bro, and it can be a little cartoony. Like, bro, you can make a Superman game with the graphics similar to this right now on screen, bro. It does not have to be photorealistic. It can totally be cartoonish like this, like Fortnite. As long as I feel like Superman, the animations are going crazy, I can fly fast, I feel strong. Like, bro, just make that shit happen. And it's not just Superman either. A Blue Beetle or Green Lantern game where you're constantly changing your weapons to deal with the different threats effectively. A Wonder Woman game like God of War where you're back in her homeland fighting mystical creatures and gods and shit, or a Wonder Woman game where you're in like a Wolfenstein World War II timeline fighting some insane Nazi creations, a Mr. Terrific game, a Shazam game. I could keep going, dog. It just genuinely blows my mind that a company that's so greedy for money leaves so much money on the table simply by being ignorant and not understanding the property they own and the people that consume it. Cause this right here, anyway, that's all I got. Let me know what you guys think.
We've been studying mob, yeah. Running routes, we mob, yeah. In a whip, we mob, yeah. Money straight up past, yeah. Talking shit gon' cost, yeah.